Joan. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great. Hi, Geraldine. So good to see you.
Same here. So, today you and I are going to go diving deep into your beautiful book. And I just have so many questions that I want to go through. So, let's just jump right in. Tell us a little
Okay.
bit about what inspired you to write The Creative Pendulum.
Oh, well, it's so exciting. It arrived in the mail in the last couple days. So it's being released June 1st. And
Congratulations.
yeah, it's so exciting. It's always amazing. It actually was like a 3-year process because
Wow.
it ended up being done during COVID. But I thought Weiser, just the publisher, did a fantastic
Wow, it
job.
looks
It's
beautiful.
so
Could we see
beautiful.
360 degrees of that gorgeous book?
Oh
So this
yeah.
is your new book. Oh my God, that's so exciting. So, wow, so a 3-year process. And so what inspired you to do focus on creativity? You've written many other books before. Your books are incredible. But this one is about creativity. So tell us a little bit about that.
For about 20 years, I actually facilitated the Artist Way process and ran little groups with just some amazing, usually women, but men too. And over the years, my students and we would do the Artist Way process, but they were always curious about the pendulum, and they were curious about, creative ways we could use it. So I started creating charts and for both art and for writing, and I taught those in my classes. And then, of course, when I had the idea, I think 14 years ago, to write a book on creativity. So then 3 years ago, I actually got around to doing that. And it ended up with 33 original intuitive creative charts. So it has 33 charts in it. And I like that number. It's just a strong spiritual number. But it talks about things all the way from clearing your aura and your chakras, discovering what your blocks are, and discovering what your talents and skills are, all the way through uh, to actually starting a creative business. So I
Wow.
think it's a very powerful book.
That is amazing. And so you this is seems to be targeting a very wonderful wide audience. But is it geared more towards artists, or who is it for? Who would we say that this is for?
Well, I think it's a great book for artists. And I have a lot of artist friends, and there's about 14 artist friends actually contributed to this book. So that, of course, is a key market, but also intuitives uh, who are coaching other people, creative coaches. And it's also for spiritual people, anyone on the spiritual path, because all of us have this innate creative self. And oftentimes, by unblocking that creative self, then we can get our projects done, we can get our lives can become more full and more exciting and more hopeful. And it can just add this wonderful dimension to anyone's life, really.
That's so true. And how would you define this innovative spirit? Do we all have one?
Oh, definitely. We are all creatures of the divine the creator. And so within us I feel like it's really held within the creative divine child. We all have this child. So if we remember when we were children, how uh, we were just every not only were we learning a great deal, we were very creative with everything we were learning. So if we can awaken that aspect of ourself, then we can employ it in our adult lives also, which can get kind of heavy. So the child spirit's a lot lighter and more fun, I think.
That's
My
right.
experience.
Oh, that's so true. Um, well, so tell us about um, how we are learning to revive our creativity process. Do you think dowsing and the intuitive creativity charts can also help us with that, reviving creativity when, let's say, we're blocked in our creative process? Because that's something that a lot of artists and people in general really deal a lot with.
I use the pendulum itself to clear my chakras, my aura, and then I use the charts that are found within the Creative Pendulum. And there's actually 3 charts on clearing negative beliefs, distractions, and creative blocks. So once you have worked through those 3 charts, you'll be ready to move forward. I use it all the time uh, because I'm, having to write and produce marketing materials and update websites. I'll sit down and I'll be totally blocked and I'll use this method. And within about 15, 20 minutes, I know what's going on. Sometimes I have to go exercise and then come back, but then I can really get started. So
That's
it's
amazing.
very valuable process.
I definitely need this and I can't wait to get my copy. Now, tell us a little bit about, are there any forms of creativity that lend themselves to more success with this pendulum than others?
Well, actually, I have worked with the pendulum and with creative coaching with people in all walks of life. A lot of my clients are in the Silicon Valley, and that's an extremely creative, innovative space. And it's really fun to see them use it both in their personal life and in their work life. And then a lot of them start having a more creative life. And so, really, any type of person, all the way from the homemaker to the executive, can actually use this system. And I have coached many different types of people over the years.
Wow, that's incredible. And these creativity charts, I mean, this is a pretty unique. I mean, you actually designed every single one of these charts. It's so amazing. And how are they different from other kinds of pendulum charts?
Well, this is really a complete set of charts that focuses specifically on creativity. So it's kind of like over the last 20 years, I read all sorts of books on creativity. I did all sorts of research on it. I tried to really distill all the wisdom that I had found over the years, and then just working with my clients. So it's kind of a compilation of all that information distilled into the 33 charts. And I was also a businesswoman. So for 25 years, I had a company called Joint Solutions Marketing that worked in high tech marketing. So I had a lot of business experience too that I put into this book. I got all excited when I started writing the business chapter, which I was surprised at.
That's amazing. Entrepreneurship can definitely be a very creative process for sure. And a lot
Oh,
of people
yeah.
are starting their businesses now. So, what led you to use dowsing as a way of unlocking creativity?
Well, I think dowsing and divining with a pendulum is a shortcut to knowing our own truth, being able to align with our high self, and coming in, balancing the brain, and then finding solutions. A lot of art making and creativity is making decisions. And so, with dowsing and using a pendulum, you're able to hone in on what exactly is the issue. and find the solutions and then move forward with all your projects. Very efficient.
Wow. Um, and these exercises that are here, how will they help us unlock creativity? And are we all capable of doing it?
Oh, well, the second question, yes. we, I think our society, we've gotten very efficient and we are very good at our computer skills and all of that. But what we forget about is human beings have hands, and it's so important in a way that we use our hands. And so this book even has art activities in it. So it's called
Nice.
Paint on Your Hands. And it's for anyone who wants to just rediscover their inner child and work with paints and have fun.
Wow, that's amazing. You put so much dedication and work into this. How does this book work in conjunction with your previous books? The Book of Pendulum of Healing, for example.
Oh, well, I know that healing and creativity go together. I had, and I still am in process, but I had a lot of healing I needed to do on myself. And so I really feel like after people heal their issues, their next challenge is how can I live more creatively? Because when you think about it, after healing, you've released all this energy, and then who are you going to be now? So I think they just go hand in hand. It's very beautiful. And sometimes you heal, and then through creativity, it can be a channel to healing and then back and forth. So it goes back and forth.
Wow, that is so beautiful and so true. I love all these incredible things that you put together. Anything else that you want to tell us about the book that we should know? And where can we find it?
The book really is a workshop in a book. So you can learn how to use the pendulum and the charts in the book. You can find the book at Red Wheel Weiser Publishing Company or Amazon.com. You can pre-order it right now. So uh, that's a really wonderful way to help an author, is to pre-order the book, and that makes the publisher very happy. You can find it on Amazon, and there's more information about the book there. And also you can visit my website, joanrosestaffen.com, and it will tell you a little bit more about the book.
Well, Joan, it was such an awesome time today talking about this, and I can't wait to get the book. And it is out now, so you guys can find it at the link below. And
Right.
thank you so much. Yes,
Uh,
thank you so much,
so good
Joan.
being with you today, Geraldine.
Same
Thank
here.
you.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.